Coach Paz, I'm doing a lot of personal development work after my breakup, but my ex hasn't returned yet. When will she be back? Thank you so much for this question. And I know that many of you guys want to know the answer to this question. And lucky for you, in today's video, I'm going to provide the answer for you. Unfortunately, I'm not a fortune teller and I cannot tell you specific time with which your ex will come back. But what I can do is provide you with information and some key factors to consider. When will she come back? And you will understand everything in today's video, so make sure you watch it until the end to get the complete answer. I'm Coach Paz Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. And if you're new to my channel, I'm doing these Q&As every now and then, so feel free to leave comments below with any of your questions. You can also email me questions to paz@pazgoldman.com. I would love to serve you. And the only way that I can serve you and serve you in the best and the highest level possible is if you feed me questions. Of course, if you need my help one-on-one, the link in the description below. Highly recommended for you also to join my online healing community, The Rise of the Phoenix. Also, all the links will be in the description below. And yeah, if you want to join my online course, The Rise of the Phoenix, you know where to go. The link in the description below. Now, without any further ado, let's give you the answer of when your ex will come back. First that you want to consider, first factor, is your ex's attachment style. Avoidance usually come back and anxious not. I know that you don't really think that avoidance will come back because just the internet and YouTube, it's just so saturated with coaches talking about avoidance and anxious, and they always make the avoidance look so bad. My ex is avoidant. This is just an attachment style, and you can watch my videos about attachment styles and you can understand how you might trigger avoidance in them, cause you're anxious. I don't blame no one for nothing. This is just an attachment style that you develop throughout your life, and it's fixable. You can fix your anxiousness, you can fix avoidance. Everything is fixable. Everything that you went through in your life does not define who you are. This is just is. You can take it and you can change it. If you need help with that, I can definitely help you. But for now, I want to just address what we're talking about today. Avoidance, they are coming back. Even though you might think that they are not. They're human beings like anyone else. And their emotions they're fluctuating, highs and lows. They're always like that. And when they are very much triggered, you trigger their attachment style, when they move into full avoidance, they might seem like they will never come back. They might seem like they will never come back because they say things and do things that makes you think that there is no possible way in hell that they're going to come back. But they are. Once the emotions just settle in a little bit, once they get stabilized and become normalized again, this is where they are reflecting about reconciliation. So your excess attachment style, if they are avoidance, the likelihood that they will come back is actually higher. If they're anxious, it's a bit lower, I would say. Because if they are anxious people, when they break up if your partner is anxious and they broke up with you, man, oh man, an anxious person to break up with someone else needs to hit such a high threshold of anxiety that coming back will scare the shit out of them. So this is why. The second thing that you want to consider, second factor, is the reasons for the breakup. If the issues that led to the breakup are resolved or significantly improved, there is a better chance of reconciliation. Think about why you guys broke up. What is the main reason for the breakup? When you understand the main reason for the breakup, then you can address the issues and say, this was resolved or it's not resolved. I know it's very simple, but it's not that complicated. And I like to explain things to you very simply because if I will overcomplicate it, it will just confuse you and there is no need for it. There's no need to use big words and there's no need to use any kind of things that will distract you from the thing that really matters. So just understand that the reason for the breakup, why you broke up, was that the reason was addressed, the issue was resolved or not. If it's something that is unresolvable and it's a cheating or something like this, just move on. If they cheat on you, if you cheat on them, just move on. So there is no much to talk about here, but just understand that. And also I made a lot of videos on reasons why, when you can take an ex back, when not. I also made another video for you guys, questions to ask before you get an ex back. So make sure you watched it as well. If you're considering to take them back before you even want them to come back, you want to take the question, say the questionnaire that I recorded for you. I recorded, I think it was like 11 questions that you need to ask yourself before you consider taking your ex back. So maybe you can just watch this and understand if you even want them back. All right, number 3 here, unresolved feelings. They might reach out, right, if the breakup was driven by external circumstances or if they still have strong feelings. Again, you guys, people, when they break up, it's very emotional moment. When your ex broke up with you and they seemed unaffected, it's because they processed some of the emotions before. They replayed it in their mind how they're going to break up with you, and they needed to detach from you emotionally just for this instance. They just had to. The way you reacted and the way you acted after will carry a lot of weight if there is a possible to reconcile or not. If you made a mistake like pleading and begging, it's solvable, but it's damaging. And I made also a video about that. So you can watch this video about what can, I think the name of the video is are my chances are ruined with my ex, something like this. Just check out my channel for a lot of information, because you'll get a lot of information on my channel. Like I said already, if you have questions and you want to ask me, just drop it in the comment below or email me. I got you. So unresolved feelings, they might reach out to after if the breakup was driven by external circumstances or if they still have strong feelings. So they have feelings. People don't just forget about you just like that. It's never going to happen. And if you had a emotional connection and attachment with your ex, they will never forget about you. They might not have the same level of emotional intensity like they used to, like love, but they will never forget about you. For feeling to subside, romantic feelings, it takes time. It takes time to detach, like it took you time to attach to them. You guys didn't fall in love immediately. It took a little bit of time. So falling out of love take a lot of time as well. Number 4, personal growth. If both partners have grown and changed positively, they might reconnect with a healthier perspective. This is where I will just circle it because it's so important. The personal growth, you need to make sure that both of you grow, both of you, and your ex will come back if they did a lot of personal growth and they understand that life with you is just better than life without you. But they got to do work, a lot of work on themselves, just like you are doing right here, right now. Because if they're not doing the personal growth work, every problem that you guys used to have will come back. You will just keep perpetuating the same behaviors. This is why right now you're watching this, not your ex. And I want you, it will be so funny if you watch it and your ex watches it. That will be amazing because you will be on the same page. But right now you are watching this, and I want you to understand that the personal growth, the work that you're doing, is not for you to get your ex back. It's for you to get you back. And when the person asked me the question, when will she come back? I done a lot of work, and when will she come back? That's the wrong answer to the wrong question to ask. And I can see that he didn't do enough personal development work because he's still wondering when will she come back. You do it for you. You don't do it for them. You're not in control of them. You're in control of you. And if you ask this kind of question, maybe your anxiety was one of the reasons for the breakup, because you are actually eager for them to come back. This is not healthy. So when you do the personal development work correctly, like I teach you in the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program, or in my one-on-one coaching, you understand that when your ex come back, you are not taking them back immediately, because you've done a lot of work on yourself and you're valuing yourself, you revalue yourself, you reevaluate yourself and you reevaluate them, and you see that your worth just grew so much. And now you're worth more, you're worthy of more. And then you look at them and you say, now I want to see if you are worthy of me. I'm not taking you back in under any circumstances. There are a lot of circumstances now that I want you to meet. There are things that I want you to do. There are things that I'm expecting now. And when they come back, this is when the relationship dynamic shift, because when they left you, they had the upper hand. You were here, they were there. They told you, I can live without you. I can do better than you, because no one will leave a relationship if they don't believe they can do better than you. So they look down on you. And as time passed by, you work on yourself, you increased your vibration, you increased your value, you started to fall back in love with yourself. More often than not, exes, when they break up with you, they don't have a lot of motivation, the pain motivation for them to do the personal development work. So as you rise, they disintegrate. This is where when you meet at the same level, usually, when you're not meeting the same, you meet at the same level, but when you rise above the level that they are at, this is where they feel a lot of attraction to you. This is where they're magnetized towards you, because they say, ooh, all of a sudden you become so attractive. And let's just be honest, you guys, we lose a lot of fucking weight when you are in a breakup, right? So you start being much more sexy. Let's just be honest. And when you become sexier, they become fatter. And this is where they want to come back. And when they want to come back, this is where you decide if you want them back, because you are valuing yourself much more than you did before. This is why you do the no contact, the radio silence. This is why you get coaching. This is why you watch these videos and read books, in order for you to elevate yourself and value yourself more. And you can value yourself more only by putting in the work on yourself. There is no amount of affirmations that you can affirm to yourself, I'm valuable, I'm loved, I'm beautiful, that will actually make you believe that, like when you're doing the work. You can chant and affirm, I am strong, as much as you want, but going to the gym every day and putting in the reps will make you strong and have the body that you want. So understand, you got to do the work. If you don't do the work, you cannot expect the reward. If you don't sow, you don't reap. So please, this is a reality check for you. Number 5, communication and closure. Open, honest communication and seeking closure can pave the way for reconciliation. If the breakup was abrupt or left unresolved, they might come back seeking clarity. So when the communication is open and honest, this is where you got to do the work on yourself. This is what they need to do the work on themselves. So when the communication is open and honest, this is just an opening. And I remember one of my exes, she came back because she grew, I grew, and we had a conversation. We just needed the closure. We wanted closure. It was years ago. And I remember when we talked, we all of a sudden looked at each other. I was like, why did we break up? We didn't even realize why we broke up. Then we got back together. Of course, we broke up again, but it was when I was younger. But anyways, it opens up the channel of communication and to reconciliation. If I knew what I knew now, I could have saved the relationship, or I could just let it go because it wasn't right for me. But what I'm trying to tell you here is that when you work on yourself and your communication skills, where I teach you in the Rise of the Phoenix and in my one-on-one coaching more about how to communicate effectively in a relationship, you will not fuck it up. And you will not fuck it up if they come back, and you'll not fuck it up if you get into a new relationship. That's the beautiful thing about all of this personal development work, that you either get your ex back if you want them, and if they were not with no one else, or If you don't get him back, you get someone better because you elevated. But you can get someone better only if you elevate. You'll get someone worse if you disintegrate. If you gain weight, if you start smoking, drinking, engaging in all type of vices. Of course, if you're disintegrating, instead of increasing your market value, you're decreasing your market value. Just understand that. Number 6 is time apart. Sometimes a period of separation can help both partners gain clarity and perspective, making reconciliation more likely if both feel differently afterwards. This is why you take the time, they take the time. After they take the time, your ex take the time to reevaluate and realize how they feel about you, because this time apart was hard for them. This is where they're coming back. Now, there is not a specific timeline, but I would say what I would do if I were you, I would give them a window of a little bit of time. I would say a few weeks, maybe a few months. It really depends on the nature of the relationship. But in the meantime, I don't want you to wait. In the meantime, you're moving on. You're moving on not with other people. You're moving on with your life. You start developing a relationship with yourself. So when they come back, you either get them back or not. It doesn't really matter, but you get you back, which this is the most important thing. Because if they come back and you got yourself back and them, ding, 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 ding. If they don't come back and you got you back, ding, 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 ding. If they don't come back, you got you back and you got someone else back, even more ding, 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 ding. So I hope that ding, ding, ding just make you realize what I was trying to say and it didn't distract you for the message. Number 7, current relationship status. If they're not in a new relationship, or their new relationship isn't working out, they might reconsider the past relationship. So if they were in a new relationship, that is it. You don't take them back. If they got into a new relationship after you, your divine union has been contaminated, and you will never love them like you love them. If you think that you will love them like you loved them, or even more, it's because you are obsessed right now. Your anxious attachment style just cranked up to the max, and you think you love them, but you're actually obsessed, because rejection breeds obsession. So if they were with someone else, just let them go. Just let it go. Move on. I'm coaching you guys, and I see many times when an ex come back, they were with someone else, and then you take them back, you give it another chance, and they fuck it up again. Do you understand how much emotional, I would say, immaturity you need to have in order for you to be with someone after a breakup and then go with someone else shortly after? If it's a rebound relationship, or if it's monkey branching, which is worse than cheating. This is not a person who is emotionally mature or emotionally stable. They demonstrated it by their actions. And in order for you to come back to this and have a healthy relationship, it will be extremely hard. And I say extremely hard to the degree where it takes years of therapy and understanding for them to understand and to become more grounded and not jump ship every time shit happens, or not going without no one else, because this is a behavioral pattern that they perpetuate. So I'm just not even getting into this. If your ex was with someone else, there is no coming back. If you were with someone else, there's no coming back. That is it. Move on. Life is short and you're worthy of more. Number 8, emotional readiness. They may come back when they feel emotionally ready to address past issues and potentially try again. This is why the personal growth work, this is where everything happens. This is the most important thing after a breakup, and not just even after a breakup. I will always do the personal development work, because I understand that this is the only way for me to grow as a man and as a human, to contribute to become the best version of myself. I work on myself every single day. Now, while these factors can influence whether X might come back, it's important to focus on your own healing and growth. This approach will ensure that you're ready for whatever comes next, whether it's reconciliation or moving on. Now I want you to consider something here. What is the real reason that you want them back? What is the real reason that you want them back? What is it? What is it? Be completely and truly honest with yourself. What is it? Why? Now, to understand the why and to get to the root cause of it, there is questions that you need to ask yourself before you're taking your ex back. Lucky for you, my friend, I have prepared a video with 11 questions just for you. So click the link in the description to watch this video, or click somewhere here at the top to watch this video right now. And with that said, I hope this video was helpful for you. Click the link on the description and make sure you watch it. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys. I'll see you again in the next one. Adios.